Dear students, now let us discuss another topic of this chapter, that is sources of modern history. No doubt we have number of sources to know about modern history of India, but administrative or official records is one of the important sources of British administration. Britishers believed that act of writing was important. That is why every instruction, policy, decision, agreement, investigation were clearly written up by them. They believed that once this was done, things could be properly debated. Therefore, this conviction produced an administrative culture of notings and reports. Britishers also felt that all important documents and letters needed to be carefully preserved. That is why they set up record rooms attached to all the administrative institutions. Specialized institutions like archives and museums were established to preserve important documents. Letters and reports that moved from one branch of the administration to another in the early years of the 19th century can still be read in the archives. You can also study the reports that district officials prepared or the instructions that were sent by officials at the top to the provincial administrators. In the early years of the 19th century, these documents were carefully copied out and beautifully written by calligraphists. Calligraphists were those who specialized in the art of beautiful writing. By the middle of the 19th century, with the spread of printing, multiple copies of these records were printed and were distributed among the people. But administrative sources or official records only represent half of the picture, as they all were written and maintained by British officials. That is why several sources studied together can give a better picture of British administration in India. Now, coming to police reports, the information we are getting from police reports also help us to know about the modern history, but the information which is produced by the police is actually favoring the Britishers. They are biased literature. So therefore the reports which are prepared over there are non-reliable source of history, because police favors the government and the police prepared the reports according to the policies of the government. Now, on the other hand, newspapers, the publishers of newspapers, they try to show the actual picture. They try to give the real information to the people. That is why the information historians which they are getting from police reporters are entirely different from the information they seek from the newspapers. Now coming to surveys, Britishers believed that surveys are very important. So they believed before establishment of effective administration, the country should be known properly. That is why the surveys were conducted by them. And the information we are getting from that surveys also helps us to know about the modern history of India. We have the other sources to know about the modern history of India, that is letters, memos, magazines, autobiographies, novels, stories, and travelers' accounts. All these sources help us to know about the modern history of India. Thank you. This was all about this topic.